Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla, and I want to say thank you for being here today, stopping by for a visit and hanging out for a little bit. I feel very blessed to be here with you guys today. So, to be honest, I've had some really awful days, and so I'm a little bit behind, and that's okay. Um, I try to not let my health issues um, get me down and just, stop me from doing things that I love doing, which is visiting with you guys. But sometimes you just can't help it. Sometimes it just takes over. And, yeah. So I have spent some time in the bed, just in the bed, doing nothing, sleeping, watching YouTube and some Christmas movies and such. So, yeah, that's where I've been. That's what I've been doing. No apology smart because it was out of my control. Anyway, I am on day 15, so I am a little bit behind. But, I may or may not get caught up, but we're going to keep going. Even if it's December the 30th and I'm on day 22. It is what it is. We're going to continue because I'm opening all these baggies and I'm going to continue working on this wrap that I'm making. So today I am sipping on some Sprite just because it's that kind of day. Well, I hope my day gets better because we do have some things we need to do today. This month I have been taste testing some coffees, and on days where I'm just not super nauseated, I've been taste testing some coffees and they have been really good. This box is from Amazon, and it's a sampler, so it says it's 30 cups, and so far none of my cups have um, repeated. I don't know if that's the way it is for all of them, but I've really enjoyed this box. And I have another sampler box that I already had. Lisa had sent me that I plan to just continue with next month, and then I think I even have something else I just received. So we'll keep going with that. It sounds fun, don't it? Anyway, guys, I'm recording this on Saturday morning, and like I said, we have some errands we have to run today. We are just out of so many things that we need to get. So we are going to head uptown here in just a little bit. We're going to one area of town, and we're just going to shop the stores in that one area on that one road, actually. So we've already got it planned out. We don't have to do a lot of running around. We just go this one area and go to the different little shops there that we need. So, and I think my friend Angela is going to meet us up. And so that will be great. I look forward to that. Um, but anyway, yeah. So this month I have been working on a Rana wrap. I have one that my son had gave me for Christmas about 2 years ago, maybe. Um, and I love it. I wear it all the time. It's just like wearing a blanket. And so I kept saying, I could crochet this. This would be easy to crochet, but yet I never did it. So this past couple of months, I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for my December project, and I kept talking about it. And so finally, my son Dakota, who is 30 years old, he said, "I'll put something together for you for December. Don't worry about it." And so I was like, "Okay." So that took a load off of me. And he did. He put it together. He made up some baggies for me with different color yarn that I open each day. And I have been working on this wrap, and it is coming out so lovely. I love it. This is a no stress, no fuss project for me because I just laid out my other wrap. I laid out the back of it. I chained a chain that was just slightly larger than that one, and then I just started crocheting. I did not count the chain, The number of stitches does not matter. And so I'm just doing different stitches along the way, and I'm not following any kind of sequence. I'm just doing them random. After a couple of days in, it was kind of hard to think of like different stitches. So I did go and search out different stitches, and I wrote a list down. And so I'm just picking something from that list. Or sometimes when I get to the end of the row, I just turn and just automatically start crocheting whatever stitch without thinking about it, and that is the way I like it, but it don't always happen that way. So anyway, I put in this gold color after the green. So I did 2 rows of chain one, oh no, I did 2 rows of double crochet, chain one, double crochet. And I love that. It worked out really good. And then the next row, I started a double crochet in every stitch. So it's a double crochet in the double crochet and a double crochet in the chain one. And I just repeated that all the way down until I've gotten down here, and I just pulled out a whole bunch of stitches while I was flipping this around and getting my tail untangled. I pulled out a whole bunch of stitches, and I have a stitch marker here. It's actually a Christmas stitch marker that I was using, but for some reason I didn't put it in, and I should have, because it would have saved all those stitches I just pulled out, because I just pulled out about that many. So anyway, it gives me the tail to tie my new color in. So I'm excited about that. Okay, let me get a sip of my Sprite. Okay, and I wanted to do a hot chocolate cocoa bomb for my last video, actually. But then I discovered we didn't have any milk, and so we still don't have any milk. But hopefully we're going to get some today. So I really want to do a hot cocoa bomb. I've never done one of those, and I think that would be fun to do. And so I'm going to record it, how it pops from whatever it does. So let me get today's bag. Is day number 15. And let's see what color I'll be adding to my bag. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Well, it is gray. Kind of silvery gray. That is the color I'm going to be adding in after this gold, kind of a goldenrod color. So I'm going to go ahead and tie that on. And then we'll see my little surprise I got. I'm excited about that. Okay, there we go. We'll tie that a couple more little times just to make sure it's tight. Alright, and then just going to snip my ends. And yes, I do know that there's a way you can tie that where it looks more professional, but I'm making a homemade item, a scrappy homemade item, and not anything professional. I'm not about that. Alright. So my little surprise in my bag is a Calo Critters Baby Fun Hair Series. I've had a few of the Sweet Treat series, but this is a hair Baby Fun Hair Series. Collect all 8. Oh. So the options that you could get is there's a little sheep, a little bitty kangaroo baby, a bunny rabbit, I think it's a bunny rabbit, a koala, a crawling bunny rabbit, a chocolate bunny rabbit, and I can't tell if that's a cat. And then there's a surprise. So let's see. And I'm so thankful to get this today. I needed something to cheer me up. So thank you, Dakota. Okay. Hold on. I have to get my scissors positioned right in my hand. I can tear it. Yes. All right. Let's see what I got. Oh, I got a crawling bunny with, I think, some pigtail hair. Let me open that and see what it is. I collect calico critters. If you are new here and don't know, I love calico critters. They just make me smile. I love to just set them up around on my desk, and at my desk I just have them lined up, and they just make me smile. They're so cute. And then I do like doing like toy photography photos, and sometimes just making up little stories about them. And I do that a lot on days that I want to be creative, but I just can't muster up the energy to do other creative stuff. So that gives me a little creative outlet. Okay, so this was a little hard to get open with 3 fingers. So it goes. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Here it is. So she's got pigtails. Let's see. This is her without the hair. And here she is with the hair. It's so stinking cute. She has pigtails. Oh, so cute. That's my first one to get that has little hair accessories. That's so cute. I love it. I love it. I'll have to take that back to my desk with me. So, I am gonna crochet the rest of this row. Let's see, I have to hold it over here because I don't want that Velcro to stick to my yarn, because when it does, it pulls that yarn so bad. Okay. Anyway, I am hook in the right place. I'm just going to continue to crochet one double crochet in every stitch here and add in that gray, and then I'll flip it or turn it at the end of the row and come up with a new stitch. I don't know what it'll be yet. I hope I just get inspired and just do one. So what are you guys up to? I really missed you guys when I couldn't come and visit. I did just lay in the bed and watched all my other YouTube friends, and I enjoyed watching everyone and just seeing what everybody was up to. And then I watched Christmas movies, the sappy ones, the ones you can predict how it's going to turn out. Yeah, I watched them anyway. Dozing in and off. I'll doze off and wake back up, watch a little more, and then doze back off. So, yeah. I don't like days like that. I mean, every now and then I do have to have a day like that. But I don't like to have consecutive days like that because I'd rather be crocheting. and visiting with you guys and doing things of such. So anyway, so are you guys finished with your Christmas makes? Have you finished all the projects that you are making to give as gifts? Or have you finished your, Christmas purchases? I finished my Christmas purchases, except I did want to get Big Daddy one more thing. But the problem is, he's always with me. I don't go to town without him, so it's hard to get him a surprise and him not, know about it. I did order a couple of things offline for him that he don't have a clue about, so that'll be good. But I just kind of wanted to get him, something else. I know he's gotten me several things, and yeah. So anyway, that's reason why we're going. One of the reasons why we're going to town today is because he has been just having a horrible time with his feet hurting. Um, and we did buy him some expensive shoes here a while back, and they did not help his feet at all. Matter of fact, they actually kind of made it worse. And so yesterday morning he was just hobbling because his feet were hurting so bad. And so I thought about it, and I called him later while he was at work and said, "Hey, tomorrow let's go over to West Monroe. I want to get you a pair of shoes for Christmas." So we're going to get him some Georgia boots, but not really the boots, the low cut ones that are actually shoes. So that's what we're going to town for today, is to get him some shoes, hopefully for his feet, to help his feet. He used to wear those all the time when he worked at a plant, but for some reason we stopped buying them. He's, for many years, a long time, it's been a long time since he's had a pair of those. And I know that those are very comfortable. So that's what we're doing today, because I hate the thought of him being at work with his feet hurting. Now, he does have an office job, but he does have to go around to other people's offices and the nurse's station, and he does a lot of walking while he's at work most days, um, just letting people know what they need to get done and what kind of stuff they need to be working on to turn into him and stuff like that. So he does quite a bit of walking. Not as much as he used to, but still. I imagine when your feet are killing you and you're hurting real bad, um, any amount of walking feels like a lot of walking, right? So I hope that he can get these shoes and they will be comfortable. Also, he is a diabetic, and so I'm worried about his feet anyway. Like, I'm always worried about him hurting his feet in any kind of way. So that's what we're doing today, and I think we're going to try to run by where my son Dakota works, and see what the bakery is all about. He is loving that job. He loves it. He is getting to make all kinds of stuff, and he's just having so much fun. And I did tell y'all the other day about the reason why he quit his previous job. Just the work environment was horrible. If you've watched any of the cooking shows, you know who Gordon Ramsay is. And they called the owner of this restaurant, his first name, Ramsay, if that tells you anything. But anyway, yesterday, between Thursday and Friday, 3 more people quit the restaurant. because of the way he treats them and talks to them and um, acts like he owns them. And so, and three people quit in the last 2 days. Dakota had quit earlier this past week, and another chef had quit like just a few days before, a day or so before Dakota did. So he lost quite a bit amount of employees right there, all right together. And you know, the type of person he is, I doubt that even wakes him up to say, maybe I'm the problem. Doubt it. But anyway, this particular guy, he is kind of famous, I guess, in our town. I don't know. He was on a cooking show. I don't watch cooking shows. Big Daddy does, but I don't. But this particular restaurant owner was on a popular cooking show, and I guess he won on that show, and so he's kind of a little bit famous, or he thinks he is, or I don't know, but he thinks he owns his employees, and he don't own my son. But I'm just so thankful that Dakota is out of that environment, and the lady he is working for at the bakery seems so nice and a perfect fit for him. But like I said, he's getting to make all kinds of cakes, scones, cookies, macaroons, scones, and all kinds of pastries and stuff. And so he loves that a lot better. At the restaurant, he was making basically the same desserts every night. You know, every day he made the same desserts because they served pretty much the same desserts every night. And that gets boring, you know? So I'm happy for him. And my other son, he is still working at the, as he's still a manager at the shoe store in the mall. And that's not the stitch I wanted to do. I mean, I was just repeating. I guess I could just go ahead. I mean, I did it without thinking about it, and as well. So I'm putting one double crochet into each of the previous double crochets. I did it without thinking, so I guess I'll just keep doing it. He's still the manager at the shoe store in the mall, and it's going okay. He don't have enough employees, and so that's stressful. He's having to work open to close because there's no employees, and he even has it out there in the internet world. For employees, you know, that they're hiring and they need employees, they need co-managers, all this stuff. But guess what? Nobody's putting in applications. I don't understand that, because I hear a lot of people saying they don't have jobs, you know, I can't find a job or whatever. I know that's being said out there, but there's jobs posted out there. So I don't know why people can't find a job. Anyway, so that's our day. That's what we have planned, just to run a few errands, grab a few groceries. Not too many because we don't have to bring them in. Yesterday, the mail came and she left quite a few packages in a big white bag out by the mailbox, and so I didn't want to leave those out there too long because I needed to go lay down. So I text my little neighbor friend. He's like 10 or 11 years old, and I text to see if he was busy and if he could come down and help me do a few things. And so his mom said, yeah, he would be right down. So he came down, and I was going to ask him to get the mail, but he automatically got it when he came. Bless his heart, he knew I needed help. And so he came in, and I had opened a drawer that was full of ink pens and markers and stuff like that. And the drawer just fell out. Like the drawer just fell and emptied all up under my computer chair, all around my computer desk. Well, I just could not get down there and pick up all these pens and markers and stuff. There was a lot of them. They were down there a few days, and Big Daddy had asked me, he said, "Are you going to get all that up?" And I said, "Apparently not." So anyway, I had my little friend Zeke to come and pick all that up for me and sweep that out, pick up the mat under my chair and sweep again, and then put the mat back down. He took rugs outside and shook for me, and he swept the bathroom and the parlor, and he ended up sweeping the kitchen. I didn't even ask him to sweep the kitchen. He helped me clean off my desk, and then he opened all my mail packages for me. It was the cutest thing. He was so cute. I appreciated him so very much. And so I gave him $20 for helping me, and it was well worth it. He did an excellent job. He swept like he knew how to sweep. One time I had a lady to come and help me in the house. Well, it was right after my hand surgery. I had a lady to come and sweep, and she was supposed to dust sweep and mop. She swept like she was sweeping a parking lot, and I hate that. Like, she didn't sweep around the edges of the room. She just swept the center of the room, like she was sweeping a parking lot, and I hate that so much. My little friend Zeke, he swept in the corners, along the wall, the center of the room, everything. He knew how to sweep. So I appreciate his mama for teaching him how to sweep. So then after he swept, I can sweep. Okay. I can sweep, maybe not as forceful as I need to, but I can't sweep up into the dustpan because I can't hold the broom with this hand, hold the dustpan with this hand, and hold the broom with this hand and sweep it up. And I do have a dustpan that's on a pole, but I can't sweep it into the dustpan. So I was very thankful that he did that. And then I got the mop and washed it out really good, bleached the mop out, and our mop does have a thing that comes up and you twist it to squeeze it out, and then you let it loose. Anyway, I can't do that part, and so he did that part for me. And then I did mop over the bathroom, and the reason why I did it is because I poured bleach all on the bathroom floor, and mopped that really good, and then I mopped it again with just plain water. And each time he wrung out the mop for me and released it and all that kind of stuff, because I just can't do that. And then we mopped over the parlor and the kitchen floor that he swept while I was washing out the mop. I didn't even ask him to sweep that. He just started sweeping. So he was very helpful, very much helpful. And then after he came, he said, when we finish in here, is it okay if I look in y'all's container? We have like a diesel truck container. I think it's called a C container. I don't know. It looks like the end of a diesel truck, but it doesn't have wheels on it. We have a container like that of storage, and so he's gotten things out of there for me before and stuff, so he knows there's lots of treasures in there. And plus, I gave him like so many Legos out of there, totes and totes and totes of Legos. He said yesterday, he told me that Got about 1/3 of the way through those Legos. Oh, it was a lot of Legos. And so he's every time I see him, he's telling me like, "You won't believe what I found. I found this. I didn't even know they made this," and all this funny stuff. But those Legos go back to from when Dakota was little, and he's 30, and he's been playing with Legos since he was probably about 4. So yeah, there's Legos all through Dakota's life, all through Elijah's life. So there was lots of Legos. But anyway, he asked me would it be okay if he went in the container and got some Matchbox cars or Hot Wheel cars, because there's a huge box of those in there. And I told him, sure, yes, go ahead. You can have just about anything that's in that container, because I would rather him get it out and be using it rather than it just sitting there. So after we finished it off, I told him, I said, go on and look in the container and see what you can find. So he went out there, and I don't know what all he found, but he found some stuff. He got stuff for his little brother, Levi, for Christmas. Um, he found stuff for an older brother for Christmas. He got some Nerf guns that he's going to give his friends for Christmas, and just various things. He found a lot of stuff. And so then I asked him, did he have anything? It's 7 of those kids. It's 7 of them. I asked him, did he have anything for his 2 little sisters yet? And he said, no. Well, Lori, hey, Lori, she had sent me some crocheted dresses for 18-inch dolls, and she was thinking that I could use it for either my 18-inch dolls that I have, or either dolls such as this that I crochet and stuff. But she sent a lot. She sent a whole lot, a bunch of them, like a lot, way more than I needed. So I asked her if she would mind if I shared with the my neighbor girls, and she said no, that was fine with her. And so I asked their mom about it, and she said, yeah, that's fine. And then she told me that the little boy um, has a boy doll of it. And I said, oh, I'll crochet him some pants. Well, about that time, my finger started acting up. I was trying to get, fair stuff finished up. And then I had finger issues. And then I had finger surgery, and not crocheting. So I've never gotten around to making the pants for his boy doll. Because I was going to make him a couple pairs of pants and a couple pairs of shorts and a shirt. A couple shirts or something, because they were going to be getting these dresses for their dolls. So anyway, I asked Zeke yesterday, I said, well, do you want some crocheted dresses for your sisters for Christmas, and the dresses will fit their 18-inch dolls? And he said, yes, they would love that. And so I took him back there to where that box was and had him to get that box out. We took it to my desk and sat down and looked through it. And he was like, oh, they'll love this. Oh, this is such and such his favorite color. And yeah, he dug through that. It was such a joy watching him pick out little outfits to give them. And he picked out a bunch of little outfits, and I still have quite a few. But I just let him pick out whatever he wanted. There was some dresses, then there was some ponchos, skirts, and tops that matched the skirts. And so he said, oh, they can mix and match these, and they're always creative with their stuff. And I was like, okay. So but he rode his bicycle down here. So I told him to look under the bathroom sink and get some Walmart bags, because I have Walmart bags under there that I use for garbage sacks in the bathroom. So he got out some of those Walmart bags and filled them up from the container. I don't even know what all he got. It don't matter. We're not going to miss anything that he got, I promise that. But anyway, he got him several bags of stuff, and then he had this box of doll dresses and some Nerf guns. And I said, Zeke, you can't ride your bike with all that. You're going to have a wreck. And I told him, I said, we're going to go to town tomorrow. And when we leave for town, we'll stop by. I'll text your mom and tell her we're coming. And you can run out and get this stuff. So that's the plan. We're going to drop the box and the Nerf guns off to him this morning. But anyway, he is saving his money to buy a Lego set that is coming out in 2023. And so he's done quite a few little jobs for me, and I've, paid him a little money here and there when he's done the jobs. And he's saving his money, and he told me how much money he had. And so I gave him $20 yesterday to go with it, and he was so excited. He's like, that puts me $20 closer to getting my Lego set. So, but he did a lot of work for me. I mean, and he worked fast too. He wasn't a slow worker. He was really fast, and done the things that I asked him to do. So I appreciate that. And I texted his mom when he left to let her know that he was headed back home, just so she would know what time he left my house and know what time to expect him back to his house, because he lives on a street over. Actually, you turn off his street to get to my road. But anyway, and I told her that he was a lot of help and that I appreciated him coming down very much. So, yeah. I know as we get older, we can't do all the things that we need to do. And, what do you do? I'm glad that I have these little kids down the road. It's 7 of them, but 3 of them are quite young. And then there's Zeke. He's like 10 or 11. And then there's 3 older than him. They're teenagers and they're busy. They have busy lives. And so he might come back down maybe this evening or tomorrow and help me do one more thing that is video related. I need him to come and help. And I did tell him that. He said, I can come back tomorrow. And I said, well, we're going to be in town tomorrow morning. We'll be in town most of the day, but we'll be back in the late evening. But it gets dark so early. I don't want him to come and have to travel back after dark. I guess Big Daddy could take him home if he could put his own bicycle in the truck, because I don't want Big Daddy picking up bicycle and messing up his back. But anyway, do you have neighbor kids or someone that you have to get to help you do things? I know we're at that age. It's not our age, it's our health. Big Daddy has health issues. I have health issues. So we just have to pay a few dollars here and there and get some help. Well, I like this gray on top of this. I'm going to take this off. So you can see what I have going on here. That gray is looking really good against that gold, like goldenrod color. So now I have the gray. And I'm just doing a double crochet in every double crochet. Right? Yes. Guys, I'm going to let you all get going. I am going to go tell Big Daddy it's time to get up. And I'm going to crochet on this while this video is loading. And I will see you all again very soon. Bye, friends.